We actually don't talk about toxic moms enough. Narcissistic mothers who actually compete with their kids, mothers who actually dislike their children or take out the anger of the father of their kids on the kids. You find out that she's got problems with the man, but she's going to take it out on the kids because she has kids with this guy. You find out, mama, ever since she found out that dad had an affair or extramarital babies somewhere, she's going to take that out on the children that are staying with her. Or mothers that are constantly competing with their daughters and sons. Mothers that are constantly making sure that they drain you so that you don't make it in life or go past a certain standard. So if she was making a certain type of living or had certain type of things, she makes sure, would say, she drains you financially so that you don't surpass that, you don't overtake her. She's always competing with you. It even goes deeper. Even when you have children, she speaks to your kids about you in a certain way that is undesirable, that you find a bit disrespectful or totally disrespectful or disregards you. She still treats you like a kid even though you are an adult. Can we also talk about moms who will always make you feel uncomfortable for your own choices? Because if you're not living your life how they want you to live, those moms can never accept you. You can never be good enough for them.
As Indian people, we put up with a lot of toxicity because we are taught that family is everything. We are taught that regardless of how people treat you or what people say to you or about you or, anything, they can get away with anything because it's family. But here's the truth. When people aren't serving you, when they're causing you chaos, when they're bringing you pain, when they're bringing you down, it's okay to say, you know what, enough. Enough is enough. You get one life. Do you really want to spend your life always being unhappy around these people, knowing what they're bringing to it? If it's anything, I say we all trying to attain a level of peace and contentment. And if there is a brown family member, could be your brother, could be a sister, could be a sister-in-law, it's that close. If it doesn't serve you, it's okay to cut loose on them.
I'm a narcissistic mom. Of course, I'm going to blame you for everything. Blame me for not achieving my goals. Blame me for being born and being conceived. I'm a narcissistic mother. Of course, I want to control every aspect of your life. And if you don't give me the authority to control you, you're disrespectful, you hate me, and I want to unalive myself. I'm a narcissistic mother. Of course, we don't get along at home, but we have to act like we do in public because don't embarrass me. I'm a narcissistic mother. Of course, I have mood swings, and I'm expecting everybody to act according to the demands of my mood swings.
African parents should not be surprised when we're out of the house, like when we're out and we're old, we have a job, we have our own houses. We're not going to want to interact with them on a regular basis and stuff because how they used to treat us. For example, you remember when you couldn't get mad in a black household? If you're mad, then it's you being cheeky. You back chatting, couldn't express your feelings because you're too young to have those feelings, too young to be angry, too young to have this and that. That's why. So when we get out of the house and we have a job and our families and all that, and we distance ourselves, don't be surprised. Why? Don't be surprised. I simply.
The moment you hear parents saying something like, oh, my kids don't speak to me anymore, after everything I've done, I don't know why and how they could do this to me. I want you to actually pause for a second and ask yourself, why on earth would any child decide to orphan themselves from one of the most important people in their lives? What did that parent do that was so horrible that caused that child to decide, you know what? If you're going to behave like this, I will live my life without you than to suffer at the hands of a toxic elder or a toxic parent. We're very quick to judge and say, oh, you're the child, that's your parent, you only get one mother, you only get one father, 100%. But at the same time, they also only got one you. So why are they treating you like that? And it's so sad we live in a society that even if the elders at fault, we want to protect the egos of them for some reason. You don't need to protect the ego. There's nothing to protect. The only thing that needs protecting is you. You are the one that needs protecting from them. You are the one that needs to take care of your heart, mind, and soul so that you don't project that onto your offspring one day.
Narcissistic mothers and mother-in-laws destroy their children's marriages. This is because they want to control everything, which means that they will control their households and go further to try and control their children's household. They will control how you also raise their grandkids. This is because narcissistic people infantilize their children. They do not allow them to be autonomous human beings. When a narcissistic person cannot control you, they are going to criticize you, which means that if, for instance, you are the daughter-in-law and you are evading their control by setting boundaries, then you are going to be the subject of their criticism. Narcissistic people are also very competitive. They will compete with their daughters-in-law because they want their sons' attention back to them. This then causes a lot of strife because the son is used to the dysfunctional family system, and as a result they do not see anything wrong with their mother's behavior, or they keep on minimizing the extent to which their mother is meddling in the relationship. This then causes you and your husband to be at loggerheads because you keep on setting boundaries against his family, and he keeps on pushing against your boundaries and starts seeing you as the bad person without realizing that the dysfunctional family system that they grew up in made them unaware of how far those narcissistic family systems push against boundaries.
So I just saw this post of a lady called Makazi, I think, and she was just expressing how her mother keeps crossing boundaries or overstepping boundaries, and how her mother has tried to sabotage her wedding and her entire relationship, right? And what I got from the comments, there's so many people who think mothers are always right. How can you come here? How can you not? Jan, why do we make it okay for mothers to be toxic? Had it been a dad, in my opinion, I don't think the responses would have been like that. People always think mothers are mini gods that can never do wrong. And even if but she'll always be your mom. Who doesn't know that? That's the worst thing, that I can't get rid of her. She'll always be my mom. As hateful, as mean, as narcissistic, she'll always be my mom. And people don't understand, when other people share content like that, it heals other people. It gives other people the strength that they don't have to cut off toxic relationships with their parents. So it's not like you are exposing people, you are showing them off. No, you are giving strength to other people. You show people these things do happen in life. I'm living this type of life. I do have a mom that is like this. She gives voices to those who have been silenced by people in the comment sections. Abanjia, who will say, no, but she's your mom at the end of the day, Sisi. Don't I know that? I know she's my mom. Does it make it right for her to behave like that? Is it right for us to be little prisoners because our parents are just our parents? Is it okay for them to break your boundaries? Is it okay for them never to be happy for you? Is it okay for them to go through extents to make sure that your wedding doesn't happen just because it's your mom? I think there's a lot of readjusting we need to do mentally as a people in general.
Narcissistic mothers are very demanding and entitled. They will expect their children to bend over backwards for whatever desires they have. Number two, they are emotionally dysregulated, which means that they will throw tantrums if things do not go their way. The opposite of that loud tantrum is going to be the silent treatment. They will stop talking to you if you do not do what they want. Narcissistic mothers also have femme favorites in the household, a dynamic that is called the golden child and scapegoated children. They will treat the golden child way better than other children and make sure that they remind those children why the golden child is more special than them. Narcissistic mothers always want to be the center of attention. This means that everything will revolve around them. Narcissistic mothers will also shame their children. they criticize them a lot and make them feel small.